Okay, guys, probably no one is going to see this video, but it's a there is a flood of trash videos when it comes to this subject, and I assure you that this is not the case when it comes to this video, because I'm going to focus on telling you the simplest explanation here to why there is such a meme around iPet Goat. Why did it become so big? Why is it so important? What's so important about this? Why is the reality making it resonate to such a degree that it predicts the future, sometimes even with the art in the video? Why is it like that? And so I will answer this question by telling you the most important meaning. So because of this most important meaning of iPet Goat 2, it starts to resonate in because it's so important, you see. And so it's simple, this explanation here, so I'll start now. So there are two main themes here. So it's the imprisoned goat in the beginning, and then there's the Christ figure. Okay. And the animation is called iPet Goat, so there's obviously something about the goat. Somehow people talk about this subject, but they never focus on the goat. Oh, who cares about the goat, right? I mean, when I see this absolute inability to like see what's important, I feel that I'm in the crazy place, you know, where people are unable to think, basically. So let's see. So the most important thing here is what I will tell you. It is about the children book, which it is based on, which is My Pet Goat. Okay, and I want you to remember now that there is this theme. The theme is imprisoned goat. You see it here to the left, up here. The imprisoned goat is shunned. It is shunned. It is put into this place of shame, this goat here. And there are millions, like there's probably millions of videos about this subject. Somehow no one seems to get it. Okay, I'm sorry, okay. So let's read this child story, which, yeah, so let's read it. And I'll quickly tell you, this is what it's about, okay? So let's start. Remember that goat that is shunned away, okay? So the most important part here is that the pet goat, right? And it begins, a girl got a pet goat. She liked to go running with her pet goat. So she likes the goat, right? But then I'll go to this first place here that I have in red. One day her dad said, that goat must go. He eats too many things. So it's a bad goat. The bad goat. Then the story continues. There is a robber, a car robber. So I'll read on this side now. A car robber was going to steal her dad's car. Just when the goat stopped playing, he saw the robber. He bent his head down and started to run for the robber. The robber was bending over the seat of the car. The goat hit him with his sharp horns. The car robber went flying. And then the father realized that it's a good goat, so this is a lesson, you know. Yes, her dad said, that goat saved my car. And then later down, that goat can stay with us. So we go from bad goat to accept goat. From bad goat to accept goat. And this is the main theme of this animation that has become this huge focus for truthers, right? The huge focus, like, look at it, right? People look at it. The bad goat, and then accept goat. So it is all about compassion. So it's an exercise in compassion. The thing is that a scapegoat is someone that you place the sin to the scapegoat, and then you tell it to go away. You exile it. Okay? You exile the goat. You blame it, then you exile it. Compassion is to accept who you blame. And so this is very tricky. This is very tricky. I basically recommend you to like, how do you go about this? Well, it's the demonizing. People demonize, they see someone as the devil, basically. And this is the problem. This is the lesson to be learned that is resonating in reality to such a degree that the animation is beginning to affect. I mean, it is affecting the future a bit, right? It's been doing that because it's such a focus on it. People don't get it still, what it's about. It's about the goat, and it's about accepting. So, Azazel is the Hebrew word for goat that leaves. Goat that leaves. And it is the name of the Hebrew name for the devil. So it's literally who you think in your mind, who is the devil. You think about it like, oh, this person here, it is the devil himself. He's so evil, right? Well, that is the problem. And reality is resonating with this exercise in compassion. Okay? So I want to just, yeah, so that's it, basically. That's it. And for those that are interested in learning more what I have to say about this idea of compassion with a scapegoat, it's something that has been um, a big awakening for me about the scapegoat, and I've been digging into into the secrets when it comes to this, and there's a lot. Okay, so there is a lot that I have written about it. So if anyone is interested, I don't know even how many is listening to this, because yeah, but that's my book about that, if anyone is interested. It's called Anti-Fragile, and it's based on the idea that there is a single blameless sacrifice. Okay, there's a single blameless sacrifice, which means that if you don't blame, there is this almost like a curse on those that attack you, those that blame you. If you don't blame, and it's really hard not to blame, it's really hard not to see demons around you. But this is what it's all about. It's about not to fall into that trap of painting people as the devil. And if you succeed in this, then it is my strong belief that you are not allowed to be hurt, basically. Something in those lines. Okay, that's my point of view. This is how I think about this, and I write about it in that book. That's why it's called Anti-Fragile. It means that you're hard to destroy, and that's what anti-fragility is about. But this is a book of, you could say, philosophy and how do you say, scapegoat philosophy and scapegoat compassion, having compassion with the scapegoat. Okay. And I think I have videos where I have read from this book, so there are some important parts, and you can basically see that I mean, there's so much to say. There's so much to say about this subject, and I would say that this is also the way to I don't know. Let's just end. Let's just end the video, okay? So let's get back to the beginning here. What I have done in this video is to tell you the simplest interpretation of iPet Goat. I tried to explain to you that this animation of art and artistic creation is resonating and shaking our reality and trying to tell us that something important here is in this animation. It's trying to do that, and it's been trying to do that since this September in 2001. It's been trying to shake us. Hey guys, there's something to learn here, and it's about and animation depicts this dynamic of bad goat, accept goat. This is how I see it. This is like the most important, the most important thing here. No one knows about, because they are like looking like this, they're looking, oh, what can I find? Right, like that. Okay, that's okay also. It's okay to look like that, right? I do that also, but you also have to look like this, right? Like, what is the bigger picture here? What's in front of you? Like, you know what I mean? And so the whole picture here of what this is about is I would say like an exercise in compassion. This is about having compassion, and especially Christians like to find things to demonize. Especially Christians do this. It's so perplexing that it is like that. But of course, I mean, this in a way, as I said, this reality is like beautiful in its poetic, and of course, the Christians demonize the most. You know, it's kind of like that. It's always so important to um, to 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 blame, you know, the politicians and whatever, you know, whatever you can see on that screen, you blame it. And it's especially in Christian culture like that, while you see in the Arabic culture, people just chop off the hands and they do like that, and there is not the same strong. I believe that there is not as much demonizing in those places, right? They don't do that in the same degree. I don't think so, at least. And that's my opinion. Okay, this is what I see. And but of course there is this. In a way, it's like beautiful that Christians blame the most. You know, it's like it's so opposite. You know, you see, like those that call themselves Christians, right? That kind of group, looking for devil every day, all the time. Like do it, look for that every single moment of your truth journey. You look for that devil, while while um, what we're going to say. Oh, okay. I'll end the video now. Okay. So it's I think it's like, again, like I'm so much questioning consciousness, like I'm doing like face palm, you know. I'm face palming all of humanity, basically, like this. What the f is going on, you know? Why why can no one see this, you know? I'm like very questioning if consciousness even exists, you know. Like, why did I have to this have to why did I have to learn this? Why couldn't anyone tell me this, you know? It's always like this. I have to learn these things, you know. I'm so angry about it. Like, what is going on, you know? And um, so yes, people are like this, right? They look like this, right? Maybe you're one of these. You look like this, right? Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay, I'll end the video now. Yeah, so obviously this is obvious. You can see that this is the obvious theme here of why this animation is so of iPad goat. The iPad goat is so it's shaking reality and trying to share something there. The compassion, right? So I will end the video now. See you guys.